Today we're going to show you how to go through the process of repairing the AC controls for an Acura NSX. Of course, first you have to remove the AC controls. We do have a video on our website for removing the stereo, and in order to get the stereo out, the AC controls have to come out first. So you can start there with removing the AC controls. Now once the AC controls are out of the car and disconnected, you're going to have two screws, one on each side of the AC controls and one at the very back of it that attaches to this circuit board that's within the unit. And once the face is and the screws are all removed, you can remove the face. It'll pull off, and there'll be two connectors that go into the front of the circuit board here, and they can usually pull right up and release. There will be a black plastic piece in the front of this board, and usually if you widen the case that the AC control is in, you can pull this piece of plastic out and then remove the board. We do repair these units locally only. Now what it's going to take to repair these are what's called electrolytic capacitors. There are 13 of them in this unit. They all come with different values. Usually on one side of the cap there is a silver line down it with the minus signs in it, and usually the minus side has the shorter leg of the two. Again, like I said, there are 13 components. You're going to have to draw yourself a little map of where all these components go because they have different values. What we've done is taken a picture of the face and the main circuit board along with the bottom of the circuit board. And with the bottom of the circuit board, we have hold it up to the light right, and you can see our map for the 13 components. These 13 components, again, they're all different values except for one. You have 4 of the same values. We happen to have here in shop today 2 AC controls. We have repaired this one, and we're ready to put that one back in the car for testing. But the problem with these circuit boards is that these components, the electrolytic capacitors, sit in several spots here on this circuit board. They sit in the round circles like here, 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 one here as well, and all the other components. This is the map that you want to draw. These components all have their value written on the side of them. So if you look here, this would be a 100 microfarad at 25 volts is the value of this capacitor. Again, the negative signs on the side go to the shorter leg here. So you're going to have to make a map as to what all these components are before you remove them from the board. The problem we find here is if you look real closely back here at these components where this electrolytic capacitor sat, what these capacitors do is they leak electrolytic acid and they eat the circuit board. I don't know if you can see it that clearly or not, but the circuit board is a little bit black around this component. It's black and all in through this area. Over here it's black as well. What it is this is the electrolytic acid leaking out of these components, and you have to clean this up because it eats up the circuit board traces. You can see some spotting over here in this area where the capacitors leaked and caused the circuit board to turn black. We have gone through this one, and we have a tool which is a sanding pen. It's a fiberglass sanding pen that we use to clean and rub the circuit board, and it cleans this right off. We've cleaned up this area here, and we've also installed a jumper because the trace down to this leg of the electrolytic capacitor was eaten away, so we put a jumper in, and we tend to clean and repair certain sections of this as we go through, not to get too far ahead of ourselves. But we also have right here a broken trace that goes from here to this hole on the circuit board, so we're going to put jumpers in here. This is after we've used our sanding pen and cleaned this up. You can see we brought it down to the copper traces on the board. We still have some cleaning over here to do. If you look closely, you can see this hole through the board here, which doesn't have any connection here because the circuit board trace again was eaten up. So these are spots that you're going to have to clean up and repair the circuit board traces, replace your components, and I would say 90% of the time this takes care of the repair for this AC control. I hope this video has been helpful. Please subscribe, and thank you for watching.